Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way. Towering header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And this is Hullet.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Aubameyang. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's with the keeper. Mateus. Some really good ball movement. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great position.
Vieira! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Van der Sar claims comfortably. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thuram cuts out the pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Busquets is always looking to break lines. Well, that looks a decent ball. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Lahm play getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! Looking for options for movement. Now it's Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Busquets. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Oh, that was no routine save.
Aubameyang clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Bullish header! Oh, it's hit the post. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nedved. Oh, good read. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aubameyang finds himself offside. That has been knocked clear. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Aubameyang. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lam, very much a man of this moment. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. And a header! Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Vieira. A heavy challenge. That's Busquets. Looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's been hooked away. Ambitious ball here. Can he get onto this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe tries to play it through. There's a shot. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
Portugal choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Bale. Haaland. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he was quick to react. Cristiano Ronaldo needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Looking for the run. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. He is through here. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet. Now it's Haaland. Bale. Cross. He leaps for it. Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Great ball, and he's in here, and a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Portugal have their third corner. That is a brilliant intercept. And a shot! Goal! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Beckham, and that's been intercepted. Throw in. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Searching pass he's played there.
Well, as responses go to falling behind, this is quite encouraging. They look quite dangerous here.
Bullet. Now it's Haaland. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Rijkaard. Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. And here's Batistuta. Bale. Batistuta. He's had a shot! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
That's a sharp pass.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Now that's well seen too. Well timed, excellent interception. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. And Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And they've got rid. Busquets. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
We're up and running then. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Oh, great leap!
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Back towards the middle. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Haaland.
Thuram cuts out the pass.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Leicester cuts it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, can they get him away?
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Searching pass he's played there. Dink through. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Tried the volley, but no.
Well, it cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Lahm.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There's a sharp little ball here. So it is still 0-0. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. Oh, just skips past his man.
Referee has just said play on.
Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Busquets. And he's intervened well there.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Beckham in acres of space out wide.
He leaps for it! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
And this is Bale.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Nigeria are looking to go forward now.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? That's very neat. Cross flung into... Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself.
Ferdinand gathers from the goal kick. Bale. Leicester. Rijkaard. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Corner number 2 then. It's a risky ball, you've got to... And the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Sergio Busquets certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ronaldo. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has been cut short. Great vision. Mbappe. Mbappe! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The major moment in the game.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Look at the space here. Bale. He's impressive jump. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Portugal are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he cuts out the supply. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well read, nice interception. Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm carries the ball down the right. He's got away. Chance to deliver. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That has been slung wide. Plays it across, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, the ball's gone astray. And he's let fly! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their third corner. He's there to hit it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's an imaginative pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now who's going to...
And the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Looking for a runner. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And it's Salah. Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pull it. Oh, good-looking ball. He's in a great position here. Tries to cross. That is a brilliant interception.
And the finish!
Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pinches it off him. Leicester gets over and intercepts. And it's Hullet. Ferdinand. Leicester makes the interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. Oh, just a keeper now.
Mbappe! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Nigeria find a position of real strength now. Bale. Bale's cross. Nice interception, well timed. Nedved. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Mohamed Salah. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winner.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Lahm. Beckham. Now it's Aubameyang. Some really good ball movement. Thuram. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Nedved. Now it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space. Batistuta has been caught there, it's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Portugal already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And surely he can't miss. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Aubameyang. Looking for options for movement. It's a good... Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Quality ball. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball! Crossed into the box. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's Bale. Bale. And the shot's on here. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. That's an excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Aubameyang. Tries to play it through. And this is Batistuta. There's the shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great vision. And this is Hullet. He has found the way through. Lam getting up there! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that, it can be a nightmare to defend against.
Portugal have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. He's free, he's rising! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. This is the time you need that pace.
Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lam. And the return pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Lam. And it's Beckham. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. Bale. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And they win it back again. Now it's Mbappe. Batistuta receives it in a... Batistuta! And that was precious close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Looking to play him in. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lofted it. Oh, great leap! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. And that is indeed the final act. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So, into the second half. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham, he's shifting through the gears here. Portugal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. This game already looks like a fait accompli.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Can he latch on to this? Now it's Mbappe. No way through there. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but it goes for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to...
Shot, surely! It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Haaland to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? That's a good run down the left. Bale's cross. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to cross, and he's stuck it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here comes terrific effort. Oh, it's come off the upright. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
It's a pretty loose pass. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Mohamed Salah. And it's Vieira. And Mateus. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Portugal needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pass somewhat off target. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rijkaard. That is good alertness. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Well, played right into his path.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No way through. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
It's a goal kick.
Now it's Haaland.
Indicados 2
Lovely
minutos
pass,
de
but can he get there? Scholes. Mateus. Well read, nice interception. And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with...
And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Mbappe. Busquets. Bullet. And it's Bale. Bale getting forward. He's picked his way through. Bale. Hangs... Oh, good effort! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's found a way through. Bale flings in a... Oh, good climb! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Crossed in again. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he shoots! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nedved. Mbappe. Could move up a gear here. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man. And it's Beckham. Bale. It's Bale! That has not gone well. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Lam, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Nedved. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away?
Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. Pull it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Haaland. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Here's Nedved. That has ended up in no man's land. Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Cannavaro. And it's Nedved. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. That looks a good ball through. Lahm. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram proves too strong, too smart.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, right back into the action.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case...
It's Nedved! And the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Portugal are looking to break at pace.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Not the most convincing of passes. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. He's onside! And that is expertly dealt with. He is through here. Bale driving forwards. And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And he's going to have his name taken. Nedved. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Haaland, and he's being shifted off it. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that could set him on his way. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Haaland, and it's Bale. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. Tries to play it through. Now it's Batistuta. Nesta.